All right, y'all. We are here with the last episode of Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 15. Let's go ahead and get to it. Now, one thing Toya gonna do is throw a party, and I love this Bridgerton, Georgian theme that she had for her 16-year anniversary chef's kiss. And it makes sense seeing that Bridgerton is all about romance, right? So that was just a perfect thing. Now, when the lady asked, should I bring security? She said, hell yeah. Did they not catch her up? Now, Greg said he's hurt by the group. I'm going to tell you why. Because during the time he was still with Quad and he was verbally abusing her and she allegedly that he also physically abused her, the team backed him up simply because he was a black man in the medical field. So now that they're saying that he's verbally abusive to his new wife and not taking accountability for anything he's done, I see why they're not on your side. Now, Sweet Tea say it's not fair to me that y'all base how y'all interact with me based off my husband. But when they asked you how you felt, you didn't have a mind of your own. You said, well, it just depends on what my husband feels. They never got an understanding of how you feel. So it makes sense to treat you like that. And Greg said, I don't feel good about staying or going. Baby, he's stuck. He don't know what to do. Now, Contessa had me weak because her husband did give more of a prince than Bridgerton, but both of them still had a nice outfit. And not Toya giving the lunks for 1 hour to enjoy themselves. Not 8 to 9 and you gotta go. And overall, Kink is handling himself very well. He just wants to make it clear you can't disrespect my girl. She's not your wife anymore. You could talk to her any kind of way. Them days is over with. Now, I love how everybody came in on the horses and carriages. And, I mean, the event overall. Now, Toya saying Simone has a quinceañera had me crying. And Sweet Tea is so messy for the lady whistle down, but I'm not going to hold you. I like it. But now, don't get to crying and stuff when they try to address you on it. But that was a good touch. And the picture that they have of Curtis putting his hand on Dr. Heavenly's hip. Are we not surprised? Because remember when Toya sat on his lap for a little too long for me. Like, he didn't move. He didn't push her ass out the way. Like, he just sat there. And I still want to see them homes he building in Africa. Then Simone ain't making no better. Talking about something. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap them up. Speaking of Greg and Sweet Tea, let's wrap them up in a boat and send them off. And Toya talking about, I mean, you don't want to be here anyway, don't you? Now, y'all know that girl wanted to stay so bad. Then later on, Toya said, I mean, I know, I would too. Why y'all do her like that? And honestly, they could have just stayed in separate, sides of the room. But I get it. Y'all don't want to risk it. Now, Dr. Heavenly going down them steps had me crying. Crying, laughing. She should have practiced that in them shoes and that dress. Quad and King ate the look. And they really giving him this prop. Saying, we see that you've been nothing but a gentleman throughout our time here. He knows how to handle business and not get too emotional. Not saying that he has to hide his feelings, but he's just thinking through things, Dr. Heavenly ain't wrong. If your man sit aside and watch you get disrespected, he very much is one of those. And the dancing took me out. Everybody looked nervous. Nobody really knew what they was doing. At one point, Quad started twerking. But overall, I loved it. I love this entire party. See y'all at the reunion.